good, baby girl, in the good, in the good.
It's Jeff and Jeremy in the morning on 93.3 KZOZ.
We got our buddy Jeffrey Stolberg, attorney at law, on the line. We thought we'd ask him a couple of questions because, as we're sitting here talking about what could be possibly happening in the next 6 to 9 months,
it's a poll question today. Do you think that the case is going to be heard here? The majority of the people saying no, they don't think that the case is going to be heard here in SLO County.
Well, let's see. What was it? 83% people think that it'll probably get moved. Hey, Jeff, how you doing?
Good morning. Hi, Jeff. Hi, Jeremy. Long time no talk to on the air.
Yeah, it's good to hear from you. Thanks for taking a few minutes as you're driving into work today.
Sure. I hope you did hear me over the diesel banging in my truck.
Yeah, no, it sounds fine. I mean, sounds like you're in the ocean. That's about it. There's a very, very good chance that whoever defends the Flores family, or each one of them, Paul or Ruben, they're going to ask for a change in venue, isn't there?
It would be legal malpractice not to.
If they ask for it,
to not ask for a change of venue would be legal malpractice. I mean, it'd be very, very difficult for either of them to get a fair trial in San Luis Obispo County, because we've had 24 years of annual coverage of this. Every time the sheriff's done something, every time a new warrant's been executed, and his name has been mentioned so many times, and there have been a Cal Poly that the 24 candlelight vigil since he disappeared. And there's been a sign in front of Jim Murphy's office on Grand Avenue in Arroyo Grande, find Kristen Smart on them. 24 years. There would be less chance in this case goes to trial in San Luis Obispo than there was if Rex Krebs' case was going to go to trial in San Luis Obispo.
Yeah. We're talking with Jeff Stolberg. He's our attorney friend. And if it gets moved, where are likely venues for it to get moved to?
Well, it would certainly be a non-contiguous county, because they would want it to be something that wouldn't draw from the same news sources. For example, people in Santa Barbara could bleed over from the media here in San Luis Obispo, and maybe even same in Bakersfield and some to Monterey County. As a matter of fact, I think in the Krebs case, they moved it all the way to Monterey County. I think it's up to San Jose. So I think that's about the closest that it'd be. I couldn't see it being in Kern, Monterey, I couldn't see it being in Kern or Santa Barbara. Sure.
Would the same go for it, moving it down south because Paul was living in San Pedro?
Well, that's possible, but the defense challenges venue. They don't get to pick what the alternative venue is. They just say you can't get one there, and then there's a process. It goes through the courts to select an alternative venue, and so the administrator for the courts would determine where the case was venued through the state of California. In other words, the decision which court it would have made to wouldn't be decided by a judge in San Luis Obispo County. I don't believe.
Jeffrey Stolberg joins us. StolbergLaw.com. What do you think the time frame is until this thing actually starts, if you had to take an educated guess?
Well, I can tell you that civil cases that I have had going through 19 are getting trial dates now in 2022. So if we didn't have COVID and if the courts weren't backed up with all the cases that they are, you could see this case going to trial in, 12 to 16 months. But I don't see that happening here. It took 3 years to get the Krebs case to trial, and I'd say that's probably a time frame here. Time favors the defense. The longer, more time passes, the more difficult it is to find witnesses and maintain the integrity of evidence. There's going to be a lot of wrangling over the case venue, and there's going to be pre-trial motions over evidence. And so, I would say I'd be shocked if this case, the jury selection started or any earlier than 18 months.
18 months, wow. All right, man.
That's just my guess because of COVID. And, in most murder trials, and you remember, this is a murder trial that's all based on circumstantial evidence because there's no witnesses. And so there's going to be a defense challenge to every bit of of non-witness evidence along the way. And, the defense may not prevail on most or any of them, but they're going to be making the motion.
On a less serious note, Jeff, but from an informational standpoint, do you think if I was selected for a jury and then I said, yeah, but I haven't been vaccinated, that I would be dismissed?
I don't know what the court's policy is going to be 18 months from now. Nobody knows.
No, I'm saying today. I'm saying the policy today. If I get selected for a jury, it doesn't have to be selection for that trial per se. I'm talking about just.
No, I don't believe so, because we're not in the courtroom hearings that we are having, where they're going to be setting up for jurors in the courtroom. The jurors are going to be socially spaced and they're going to be masked, so the jurors are not going to be sitting in a box and be spread throughout the courtroom. And many of the witnesses will be appearing by Zoom or by video from remote locations, or even if they're in the courtroom. They're going to be very far away. And also, the courthouse itself at this point does not mandate that even the courthouse personnel have been vaccinated. I was talking to one of the contract security people the other day, and he's elected not to be vaccinated, and he works in much more the courthouse. So, if they weren't going to require somebody in that position to do it, I can't imagine that it'd be a requirement of jury service.
All right.
Interesting.
Well, we'll talk to you another time. I'm sure we'll talk to you a lot about this. We'll have questions, and we're glad that you'll take a minute to talk to us. Next time we'll do your office. That diesel's getting louder by the second. So.
Sure.
Things we didn't get to in hashtag form with Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
We've got your $25 to go to Pappy McGregor's or 1122 Speakeasy coming up here in about 15 minutes if you know the show. Hashtag winning. Also, hashtag it's over. J-Lo and A-Rod.
Well, they came out like a month ago and said, oh, no, those reports are fake. It's not over.
They finally confirmed that they have called off their engagement and are going their separate ways. The couple issued a joint statement on the Today Show.
On the Today Show? What, this morning?
This is where news breaks, is the Today Show with Katie. Is it Katie or no?
No, this is not news, okay? This is
what?
Celebrities. Celebrities, they gotta grab the attention wherever they can.
Says they're better off as friends.
Okay.
Are you really going to be friends?
Okay.
Can you really be friends with a guy that broke your heart, J-Lo?
Do you think he broke her heart? She broke his heart.
I don't know.
I believe.
I really don't care.
That was a good thing the Mets didn't let him buy him. What would have happened then? That would have been a circus. Remember, they were in the running to be part of a group that was going to have part ownership of the New York Metropolitans, and everybody was bummed when J-Lo and A-Rod weren't going to own the team. Come to find out,
Did they ever get a Brangelina type name? Like, would be J-Rod instead of A-Rod?
A-Lo?
A-Lo?
A-Lo.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
Right?
Perfect.
I agree.
But I do think it's interesting because how was this man not the most hated man in baseball?
I think he still is he not?
He's not.
Biggest
It's
liar
Barry,
ever.
man.
Such a
Barry.
liar.
Everybody loves Barry. But Alex Rodriguez did is 50 times worse than what Barry did. And Alex has got a job with ESPN, and he does a little damage control by getting engaged to J-Lo. Then all of a sudden he's in the running. How would you let a cheater? Imagine if Pete Rose said, you know what, I want to be part owner of the New York Metropolitans. Do you think Major League Baseball would have anything to do with that? No. But A-Rod had a legitimate claim to be part owner of the New York Metropolitans. And there didn't seem to be any problems with it, with anybody. With the media, with the Major League Baseball. Well, maybe there was a problem with Major League Baseball because the deal was not approved, but still, for him to even be in the discussion. Imagine if Pete Rose came forth and said, I want to own a Major League Baseball team. I want to buy the Reds. Yeah. That would never fly.
You said he works on ESPN?
Yes.
I haven't watched ESPN.
ESPN's crap.
What
ESPN
happened?
is
ESPN
garbage.
was it. It was it.
And I'm
it
really
owned
mad.
Sports. And now nobody, I don't think anybody really watches anymore, do they?
I'm really mad because they just drove a wedge in their radio department, too. And they just rehashed a bunch of old hacks.
Like Mike Greenberg?
That is the worst. Hands down, the worst. I mean, he needed somebody. I understand why for 20 years he had to have somebody in there with him because he needed somebody.
Ugh.
It is terrible.
I know.
And we used to make fun of this tongue in cheek on our radio show in the mornings. We would come on and we would say back and better than ever. He does that still by himself.
Yeah, because
It is terrible.
Hey, it's hashtag Husband Appreciation Day. Did you get appreciated by your wife at all this morning? Because I know I didn't.
No, not really.
Yeah.
Because I was downstairs.
And I bet you we won't. None of us. I don't think any. I would love to know if anybody, you could call or text in if your wife did anything to show you Husband Appreciation Day. But damn it, if we miss Wife Appreciation Day, I'll hear about it.
I mean,
my wife had to throw it in my face yesterday. It was, I don't know, Administrative Professionals Day. And so somebody at her work took her to lunch.
Oh, yesterday was Administrative Professionals Day?
I guess it was.
Hey, that's nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
No, this is how it went this morning with me and my wife. She wakes me up because I asked her to wake me up because
you were hoping to get something for Husband Appreciation Day.
By the way.
Hey, by the way, wake me up tomorrow, would you?
Wink, wink.
You know it's Husband Initiative.
Nudge, nudge. So then she is in the bathroom getting ready, and I was like, well, I really got to pee. You wake up, you got to pee. That's kind of how the way it works.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I'll just go downstairs and use the downstairs bathroom, which is also the cat's bathroom because the litter box is in there. So then I was in there, and I was like, as I'm doing my business, I take a gander inside the litter box and see that it needs to be emptied out. So then I
peed in the litter box, and she had to change it anyways.
Huh?
Oh,
no, I didn't pee in the litter box.
Then you had to go to the bathroom.
I had to go to the bathroom, and then I look as I'm going to the bathroom. I look in the litter box and see that it needs to be changed. So then I change it out, and I have told you about our litter box. It's like one of these ones you turn over and you tap on it a few times, and then magically everything falls into this tray that you pull out, and then you dump the tray, and then you're on your way. So I'm doing that. I'm doing a solid, so she doesn't have to do it later on in the day. I'm doing this for her this morning. I figure, do a little multitasking while I'm peeing. As I finish emptying it out, she comes downstairs and she goes, "Stop doing whatever you're doing. You're waking everybody up." So that was Husband Appreciation Day for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
You should text her. Hey, this is a really nice way that you spoke to me this morning on Husband Appreciation Day. I just wanted to thank you.
I literally used a different bathroom for you and cleaned up a mess in that bathroom. And then all you had to say to me was, stop doing what you're doing. You're waking everybody up. That's how we're appreciated as husbands.
So there you go. Husband Appreciation Day.
Happy.
Leroy writes in, he says, hell no. She made a bunch of demands and then stormed off like usual.
There you go, Leroy.
KCOZ. It's time to play Know the Show.
Yeah, know the show, and you're going to get hooked up with a $25 gift card to go to Pappy McGregor's. You can also use it at the 1122 Speakeasy downtown Paso Robles. 805-543-3693 are the numbers to get through.
This morning, we need to know how much damage did media crews do to the Santa Maria City landscaping during the Michael Jackson trial. This is reported by a caller. How much damage did media crews do to the Santa Maria City landscaping?
Yeah, it was the guy that called you Mark. So we had a little something go on here. We take the calls in the order they come in. And Narcy Aaron, remember he called in the other day, was bragging about building shelters for women. And then we found out that he's getting paid a couple $1,000s a week to do it.
Homeless women and children.
Yeah, but then he's
and Jeremy's
like, "Oh, I'm building shelters."
And then Jeremy wanted to, automatically knock him down a peg.
No, I was just curious. Was it volunteer work? And sounds pretty good. Anyways, he called in and got in first, but then he got disconnected, so he stepped out of line.
He didn't get disconnected.
Yeah, he was gone. He was gone. He was It's gone, and then Mark got it. So now Mark, he got out of line.
Once he heard the question, because he called prior to the question.
Yeah,
once he heard the question, he didn't think he had the answer. Then he remembered the answer, and he called back. But Mark had already taken his spot in line.
Yeah, he got out of line, and then Mark stepped up, and so I think it's Mark's turn. Right?
Mark.
Yeah, I'm here.
I'm going to give you the option on this one, okay?
Yeah,
you heard what happened. Aaron got out of line. This is what happens. This happens at the supermarket all the time, right? Aaron got out of line to go get something, and that was the answer, okay? And then you were next man up, and then you got to go and check out. You get to give us the answer. So
yeah, I'm going crazy right now. I'm shaking.
You're shaking. Why?
I love your guys' show, and I call all the time, and I never get in. And then, that last caller, his name was Mark, or he called you Mark, and I'm like, oh my God, that guy must be so dumb, whatever. But, I love the show.
But your name's Mark. Okay.
Yeah,
maybe he was trying to talk to you.
So Jeff is trying to say, listen, here's the deal. Narcy Aaron got out of line. Now, when you get out of line, do you lose your place, or
move your feet, lose your feet.
So okay, so you're saying say that again?
Move your feet, you lose your seat.
All right, sorry, Narcy, you're out. All right, so Mark, you have first shot at this. All right, how much damage was done to the Santa Maria grounds?
It was $1 million.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. You're a winner. Congratulations.
Shout out to my mama.
That is crazy to think that the media crews come in here with all their big cameras, all their big trucks, all their big personalities. Yep. Matt Lauer staying at the cliffs, sparing no expense whatsoever. And then they come in, trample your city, literally trample your city to a tune of $1 million damage. And they're like, all right, NBC, ABC, CBS, Fox, CNN, we're all done here. See you later. Good luck with your landscaping, jackasses.
Mic drop. Yeah.
It's Matt Lauer, dude. He had a lock on his door, so women couldn't leave his office.
The 5 or 6 media crews that were here couldn't all pitch in, $150,000 and call it a day?
Narcy hung up.
Yeah, that's funny.
Narcy just hung up. He just felt like he got played or something. But he got out of line. I mean, I know when I got out of line, if I'm waiting to buy tickets, I get out of line. You get out of line.
Yeah. You move your feet, you lose your seat. That's how it is.
All right, buddy. Well, you're a big winner. Thanks for listening, buddy.
Out of curiosity, Mark, if Narcy was in front of you at a supermarket and he's like, can you hold my spot? I've got to just go grab some
cottage cheese.
Yeah, cottage cheese. Yeah. Would you allow for him to do that? Or would you be like, no, dude, I can't hold your spot?
I've let people pass me in line a couple of times, even if I had like 1 or 2 items. So yeah, maybe.
Yeah, but not when it comes down to a $25 gift certificate to Pappy McGregor's, right? Okay.
Nope. You're in line. You move your thing. Boom, I'm in. I win.
Well, you can use it over at Pappy McGregor's or 1122 Speakeasy and get yourself a damn tight cocktail, okay?
That sounds great, brother.
All right. Don't forget 1122 downtown Paso Robles, right behind Pappy McGregor's. 1122 is packed on the weekends. Here's your local tip, right? Go on Wednesday, Thursday, or Sunday between 6 and 8 to get a good... Because they only allow a few people in there. I mean, it's very exclusive.
Tonight between 6 and 8.
It's not like anybody... I mean, it's, they only allow a handful of people to go in there. It's not super big, and it's meant to be that way on purpose. So, behind Pappy McGregor's. There you go. Wednesday, Thursday, or Sunday between 6 and 8 at the Speakeasy. Pappy McGregor's you go to anytime. Take it.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning on 93.3 KZZ.